Hi there, right, this is an update on my Ultramarines. I've got a couple of things painted. I'm just going to go through the stuff I actually have painted and the idea I've got from this army now, because I don't play a great deal. When I do make an army, I like to have some kind of story with it, because that gets me into painting it. So, as this is the Ultramarines, what I'm going to be doing is the idea is Guilliman was creating the codex and playing with the ideas of creating the codex. So his legion are going to kind of mimic on a larger scale what you see in 40k now, because I think that would be a good way to show his workings and how he was thinking. And as soon as I started coming up with that idea, I thought actually this is a good idea for me. I can see how I'm going to build a list around it, so it's helping me to get this army done, really. Anyway, this is I did this yesterday. This is my pred. I went with just the old school autocannon las cannon, because that's what I remember it being as when I was younger. There are some other new funky variations out. I might get some of those eventually. It'd be nice to have a little squadron of 3, but I've just put a big order into Forge World for a lot of troops, because I want to have these big tactical squads. I want to have at least two veteran squads, which are going to also show the way Guilliman's thinking of using more special weapons in squads, and instead of just a big 20-man attack squad, although I'm having 2 of those because I like the idea of those as well. That Fury of the Legion is just evil. So 80 shots, rapid fire shots, sounds pretty good. So anyway, that's my pred. I'm glad I got it done. Hope you can see okay. What I did with these as well, before I put the sponsons in, a little rolled up piece of blue tack behind it, and it just creates a little bit of friction so they don't just lollop around and spin around. Also, I don't know if I've shown this before, but I don't know if I've shown it finished. It's my Spartan. Still got to do the doors. I did notice that, I think it was Orc Paint Nerd put up a video. He's just made his, and I agree with everything he says. They're an absolute pain in the arse to put together. The tracks, you have to cut the tracks back. I had to take a link out and green stuff in there, and the doors are too big for this. And I'm not sure. I reckon that when these come out, where they've moulded them, these are such big pieces of resin, I'm wondering whether they shrink slightly. I don't know how the process works, but it seems that if the tracks are too big to go round and the doors are too small, too big to fit in there, then something has shrunk. And I think that big piece of resin shrinks somehow. I don't know why. Anyway, as you can see, well weathered. All I've got to do is the doors, and that's finished. I got a second Contemptor done. So this is my first one for my Talon, which I've shown before. Just a close combat one. He's got heavy flamers, cyclone, so he can shoot whilst he's, if he's not in hand to hand. This is the one I did yesterday. Maybe you can see that. Twin salt cannons. I wanted them to look slightly different. So obviously he's a hand-to-hand one, but this guy, rolled up pieces of green stuff, cut in half once they've dried off, heavily weathered. As a third-party shield, I've actually got these on my Vanguard, which were my Vanguard. Now I think they're my Praetor command squad, but I had some left over. I just thought it looked pretty cool. If this guy's an old veteran, then that would have been like his shield when he was a veteran or whatever. Just thought that would work pretty nice. Let's put these down so I'm not wobbling around so much. Pick up the camera and I'll give you a quick shot of what I've got. So at the moment, this is how it looks. This 20-man squad is actually finished. I've got the 2 Contemptors finished, a Spartan finished, a Rhino finished, a Predator finished. These are my Seeker squad, which are like Stern Guard, finished. Because these were my Vanguard I was using with 40k, but in a Heresy style, I'm thinking I might take his backpack off and put a jump pack on him. Then it'll be a Praetor with a command squad with jump packs. I like the idea of that, so you can get about. I've still got another Rhino to do, and I've got, which is up there. Sorry for the state of this, and this is finished. Apart from, I've just got to add a guy in there. Actually, and I've got to find some way of putting a large weapon up here. That's going to be for the super duper laser, whatever you call it, on the Thunderhawk. So that's what I've got. I've got 40 troops from Forge World on the way, which I can't wait to get hold of. They're a mix of Mark 5 and Mark 4 to make another 20-man tactical, and 2 veterans, and also I've got some heavy bolters, and what else have I got? Oh, I'm thinking of making like a destroyer squad, maybe. But anyway, that's the updated. This is everything that's painted. Whoop. See ya.